I'm going to screw this up, I'm going to screw it up myself. I've been there a few times.
From the beautiful Suncoast in Vegas, here for the title match of the Scratch Division of the Mojave Conference regular season finale. And what a season Josh Avagania has had, and he's had a good start to this title match. He's got the front four taking on Darius Allo. He passed Darius for the top seed the last game, and the string will end at 4 with that miss right there. Darius won an exciting semifinal, 240 to 230 over Seth Stovall. Josh's brother Caitlin just won yet another girls scratch title. I believe that's $4 billion. I'll double check on that. It's a lot, whatever it is, over Vanessa Fusey. Handicap already decided. It was Touchstone losing to top seed Kaipo Mead. I like all those. I keep missing that one down here. It misses the count. No, it's not. I don't know what that was. Caitlin is well trained. She knows to plug the sponsors anytime a camera's on her. It's a good way to keep a sponsor. Josh, a great spare shooter, no problem at it. He leads by 30 early on as Darius has yet to double. Big turnout for a season finale, 109 bowlers today. Josh led the field at an even plus 300. That's a nice number to finish at. Positive vibes there. There were no 300s today. The front 11 of Nathan Harnett, the only front 11 today. A couple other front 8s and 9s. This has been the fewest 300s this season than we've had in 10, 12 years. I believe there's only been 11 tour wide and 4 of them from Bud Sicard up in Oregon. So for whatever reason, it's not lack of talent, that's for sure. We've been putting out some pretty challenging patterns today, not one of them. A lot of room to play today. Bourbon Street, about a 7-to-1 ratio. That's way more than we usually give them. These guys are so talented, they will just chew it up. Handicap bowlers are way over average. Scratch bowlers just throw a lot of strings. Probably won't be like that tomorrow. I don't know. Just saying. If you watch tomorrow's video, you're not going to see wide open. Maybe we'll pure boomerang it. We'll put a different pattern on every single lane.
You just put oil in the sprinkler system and turn it off in 30 seconds.
There you go. That would imply that they have HVAC here, and I'm not quite sure if that's the case. It was warm today. Very humid outside. Warm in the building.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, summertime in Vegas. What do you...
Good job, Jake. Good job, Jake.
Here is a boy desperate for camera time.
9,000.
There you go.
Yeah.
He won a year ago. Here it is. Not let us forget it. Darius, part of the Allo conglomerate that have really grown into excellent bowlers. Not just him, but his little brother Jairus. Oh! And all that two-handed power splats the big 4 into a strike, catches a double, and crawls within 20. As Darius has grown up, he's been able to smooth out that two-handed style, and it was just sort of stand left, throw right earlier. Now it's much more controlled and directional. Practices hard, works hard on his social media, and he's got it all going for him. But today it is stand left, throw right. Got a good arrow to play with. Get that ball on direction through the heads, and it's going to hit the pocket. Mason said go, it went. That's why the scores were good today.
That's what happens when
3 in a row. Invite tomorrow, $1,000 for first. Got a top 4 to get in or be in the top 32 in points. So bowler of the year will be decided. All-star team. Top 20 move on to TPC. There is an all-conference points race going on in handicap. It is rapidly diminishing in scratch as Andrew Guba has gotten white hot and turned a 400 point deficit into a 400-point lead in scratch all of a sudden. Made the cut, but not the finals today. Josh's lead carved down to 10. Gets the carry there. In this day and age of Darius Allos all over the place with the two-handed max power, Josh sort of a throwback player. Low rev rate, but accurate AF, as the kids say. He could hit a dime at 40 feet. And you don't need to crank the ball because the equipment is so darn powerful. If you just get that ball facing up through the pins, you're going to carry just fine. He's also able to use bigger equipment later in the tournament. There's plenty of oil left on the lanes. And it's not like he wins throwing 180 games all the time. He can strike just fine, just like that. That had no chance to do anything but strike. Regains 10 of those pins that Darius cut into, and now all the onus is on Ella. What the heck is an onus? Why is the onus on him? This, by the way, the Mark Baker recording studio. There's a big guy on my left here. He doesn't want to hear this, but I still can't believe I have Mark Baker to my left.
We got a match here.
We certainly do. He's just dad at this point, but dude, guys, this is Mark frickin' Baker. Tell you what, sponsor of our tour as well. Yeah, Darius in the 220s. Josh got to the 230s with that hit. They're both going to hit the pocket the rest of the way. I strongly believe, now that I've said that, the big 4.2810. The only pre-jinxing I will say is that the 8 pin has been the last pin to fall on lane 3 a couple times today.
You could ask Seth about this.
Uh-huh. Darius off camera to the left. There he is. Pure 5-pack tie game. 2 frames, frame and a half to go. This is nice and everything, but what's cool about tomorrow with the triple elimination is you're going to have this across 32 lanes for 3 hours. Triple elimination tomorrow. Do or die moments everywhere. Fun for us, not so fun if you're the parents.
Very true.
Oh yeah.
Dad's gonna go home early. Make me drive.
Josh, an 8-time JBT champion, while Darius has 5 chips to his credit, so both these guys know how to win. He's got that odd sort of bow-legged start to it. A couple little shuffle steps to go. Great follow through. Gets, oh man. I think that carries, what, good 80% of the time at least. It's a bad break with the 7. Yep. Disappointing break, but maintain your mental focus, cover your spare, do what you can do in the 10th. He can still spare double to force Darius to get the first one and count. We start every tournament off with make your spares. So far everybody clean. We will remain that way. He nails that 7th. That, by the way, is also maximum emotion out of Josh right there. He is fried at that 7 pin.
This is what I did not do today. That's why I didn't make that.
Afraid that's a guarantee every time there, Mr. Snow. Alright, Josh hauled 3 for 247. If he does get the first 2, that count ball is super important. He's trailing 9-7 on the count. Is Darius concentrating, or is he playing Call of Duty or something there? Can't tell.
Probably concentrating. He usually doesn't have his phone.
Whew. Tight the whole way. There's some shim there in the middle of the lane. You should have said go on that one, Mason. I was waiting for you to say go on that one.
Then it would have hit the nose.
Oh, I see. That was important because he's not going to lose any more count there. We're getting the strike. Giant thanks to Becky Herman and the whole crew at Suncoast for having us. Very accommodating. Her and her team gave us some extra lanes today. Uh-oh, Josh has to avoid the birthday song. Saturday night in the bowling alley. Oh, they didn't hit the high note. Oh, they're flat. Little pitchy dog. What does Josh do? That's really got to push. Oh, and it does.
Are they cheering for the birthday or him?
They're cheering for Josh, of course. You trip a 4 like that in the 11th frame, you're going to get cheers from a birthday party.
Or did someone back there get a spare?
Maybe. I don't know. It wasn't for the singing. It's a little pitchy for me, dog.
I mean, they're no giddy.
No, no one is. Youngest and best Rush fan in the house. I think we'll get that on camera. Do you like Rush, Mark?
No.
No. Well, nobody's perfect.
More of a Led Zeppelin guy.
Nothing wrong with that.
They're good too.
Important fill ball, like we talked about, it's tighter. Well, Josh just gave us a clinic on why the scores are pretty good today, because each ball was lefter than the last ball. An exceptional 247 game means Darius needs strike 9 spare to win. He had a tie possibility in the last match, came up super clutch with the double. Same basic scenario here. In fact, the 10th frame last game, strike 8 spare was, no, strike 9 spare was the tie. This time strike 8 spare would be the tie. Anyway, must strike. Boy, checked up just a pinch early, creeps up high, isn't able to pull it off 2 games in a row. And the red hot season for this young man, Josh Abagania and Team Abagania. If it's not one, it's the other, and if it's not the other, it's the third.
Jumped out of his skin.
Yep,
He's smiling, got him to laugh.
That's fair.
Extreme emotion out of Josh. Hey, a very well bowled title match out of both players. They should both be super proud of themselves.
So slow and I hit it so
Yep, Darius self-analyzes himself right there. Great stuff all day long. It will be great stuff tomorrow as Team Abagania loves it, as they should. See you tomorrow, folks. Invitational time, 4 out of 5.